Welcome to Soul, a roundtable on creativity, expression, vision, and artistry. Today, we're going to be with an inspirational and comedic content creator who's been making content for over 7 years now. And we're going to talk about overcoming impostor syndrome, as well as the feeling and the pressure that you have to be perfect when you present yourself online. Okay, so the first thing is, can you please explain this?
That's good. Galing, no? You like it?
I love it. I love it.
I love you.
It's,
Yeah.
saan yung naging, how did you get inspired to do that?
It's just, like God-given, calling ko talaga.
Hindi ka naman kinancel.
Ako yung nagka-cancel.
Ng sarili mo?
Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
So aside from dancing Ting Ting Tang, what is another thing that your 15-year-old self wouldn't believe about Jericho Arceo today? Because you've been through a lot. You've been through pandemic. You've been through acting, rapping,
Meeting
content
you.
creation. Meeting me.
Meeting you. Yeah.
Clout chasing.
Yes.
Finding out that that isn't the meaning of life.
I'm not there yet. So, hindi siya?
But what is something that you look back on your journey from today and you're like, wow,
Hindi ko expect.
15-year-old Jik, you will never believe.
Yeah. Lahat yun. Lahat yun. Yeah, no, really. Totoo. Oh, sorry. All of that. Lahat yun, hindi ko expect. Lahat ng
Ano
yan.
yung expect mo? Educator.
Yeah. Oh, yung gusto lang ng tita ko para sa akin.
Because you graduated
Yeah. Yes. Sa basketball.
in psychology,
Yes. Yes. Educational psychology.
educational psychology. And then from there, ano yung naging expected path for you?
Mag-boards ako ng psychomet and then tumulong ako sa school ng tita ko. So, kag-graduate ko, nag-boards na ako. Pero it was more of pressure ng tita ko. So, pero dun din nag-start yung pagbablog ko habang teacher ako. So, teacher ako, nagbablog din ako. Tapos pinagre-review ako. So, sobrang hati ng...
Pinapanood ka ng mga estudyante mo?
Oo. Kaya hindi nila ako siniseryoso.
Seryoso ba yun?
Seryoso to. Ba't di mo ako siniseryoso to?
Okay, and
But
then
there we go.
how did vlogging change your outlook on life? Because I feel like, tama ba mali? That
Mali.
that was the inflection point from which everything changed for you. Na parang because of that content creation and then you got an audience.
Yes.
Because of that, your creative career is way different now than you thought it would be.
So, paano na iba? Yun ba yung tanong natin? Actually, idol nga kita nun eh. Pinapanood ko yung mga vlogs mo. Anyway, long story short, prior nung nagkaroon ako ng parang start, nagsta-try na ako before, nung Dub Smash pa. Dub Smash. Tapos si Al Dub pa yung sikat. Tapos napuno yung Philippine Arena. Yun yung mga era na yun. So, college pa ako, sinusubukan kong gumawa, pero wala. Up until that time na parang hindi ko man pinlano talaga din. Kasi nga, ang focus ko is mag-teacher ako. Tapos, mag-boards ako. So, nagbo-boards na ako nun. Long story short ulit, si Mami, sabi niya, gawin mo tong content na to about Kapampangan. So, it's more of our culture.
Idea talaga ni
Mami.
Wow.
Tapos, hindi ko pa script. Sa isang university siya, tapos parang meron na siyang top 10 things to know about Kapampangan. So, when you meet Kapampangan, your mom is Kapampangan, right? So, nung tinignan ko, ganito yung mga nanay ko pag sinesermonan kami, ganyan. So, that night, ginawa ko yon. So, walang original sa akin. Parang interpretation ko lang. Tapos, ginawa ko sa iPhone 6 ko. Tapos, in-upload ko. Tapos, gumawa na ako ng lesson plan. Tapos, yun yung first time ko sa buhay kong
Content.
nag-viral.
Wow.
Tapos, nandun pa yung kung nabutan mo yung Filipino Vines, eme. It's like, Filipino Vines.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so, yun yung first time.
Do you feel like is there a gratefulness na parang hindi ko nga to content, hindi ko nga to script, and then I ended up in this? Or what do you attribute that to? Is it more of
For,
yeah.
Hindi, kinat mo ako.
Hindi, sige, sorry.
Parang patapusin mo ako. Hindi, joke lang. Joke lang. Hindi, yung big deal sa akin kasi, prior to that, chine-chase ko eh. So, the more I chase that whatever I'm chasing. Siguro yun nga, yung clout chasing. Wala pa kasing clout na word dun eh.
Pero seryoso, ganun yung mindset mo?
Yeah. Kasi wala pa si Lord. That was my parang focus. Tapos yun nga, nung nag-teacher ako, yun kasi yung parang talagang, parang kahit laki akong Christian, yun talaga yung before na nag-youth camp ako, sinuko ko yung buhay ko kay Lord. Lord, di ko na alam. So may ambitious din kasi ako. Pati yung ambitions ko, sinuko ko. At sabi ko, Lord, kung saan mo ako dadalhin, ganyan-ganyan. Dinala niya ako sa school. Naayaw ko.
Oo.
Sabi ko, sige, if this is what you want, ganyan. Doon nag-start bigla yung content na kung ako mamimili, hindi ko naman pipiliin yung culture ko. Kasi kami lang nakakaintindi.
Yeah.
Tapos, kumbaga, the least na expect kong magagano. Yun yung,
wow.
well, I believe.
Would you say to an extent, parang you were brought to a place that you didn't even want to be?
I didn't like it, yeah.
That's where the miracle happened, that you didn't even expect it to happen there.
Yes. Correct, man. Correct. That's, verbalize mo. Tama, di ko talaga siya gusto. Kasi nga gusto kong mag-boards.
How has that affected the way that you create? So, you were brought out of your comfort zone into acting recently. You were brought out of the content creation, video creation, industry that you know into rapping, and you now have a buzzing music career and songs on Spotify. How has life pulled you out of your comfort zone into new creative places?
The thing is, kung paano nangyari yung mga yun, it was parang, like, di naman sa hindi ko expect, I didn't pursue it. It was like, just taking one day at a time, and then bigla akong nandun. But, all these things na yung creative eme, our school kasi would always be focusing on, like theater, something. Kasi my tita owns, yung ministry ni tita ko, Christian school. So, grace ni Lord na pinag-aaral niya kami, family ko. So, parang syempre, pag tita mo yung principal, papag-try ka niyang lahat. Mag-swimming ka, mag-arts ka, kulang na lang mag-ballet ako eh. So, parang, kahit di ako the best doon, at an early age, I was exposed or attuned in some way na, para saan to? Wala, pinag-try niya lang ako. Parang dito ko pala magagamit in the future na hindi ko rin, may gamit pala lahat yun.
So you feel like it's all coming together now?
Parang ganun.
Are there things that are still unexplained in your life na parang you're feeling, Lord, why did I have to go through this?
Oo naman. Yeah. Well, may mga bagong surprises na hindi ko maintindihan. Like for example, ngayon, na after nung Kapampangan content, the next year was, nagtagalog na ako para lang mas masabi ko yung gusto ko sabihin. And after that, that's where I really struggled in keeping a consistent pace. Parang, kumbaga burnout. Alam mo yan, tol.
Why did you burn out?
Hindi mo linalike eh. So,
Sorry, bro.
Joke lang.
Sorry that I'm the source of all of your burnout.
Half lang. You're not that.
Tapos, what's the other half?
Hindi, joke lang. Maraming factors actually. Parang, syempre, again, okay bang lagay si Lord dito? Baka kasi bawal eh.
He's everywhere.
I know. Uy, joke. Yun, again, 2018, yun yung parang, di ko rin expect. Pero yung siguro nung paano ko ba sasabihin to? Yung nag-iingat ka na magsalita. Kasi parang not all would agree with your faith. Not all would agree. At saka at the same time, kailangan ko na rin mag-ingat kasi parang before, nung nagsa-start ka pa lang, kahit ano, pwede mo sabihin, di ba? Ay, inat, ganyan. Mga menial things. Pero there was a time na parang na-feel ko, muntik na ako makancel eh. Hindi,
What's the
na-cancel
story?
yata ako. There's this thing na tinweet ko sa Twitter.
Aha.
Ayun.
Alangan, tunit sa Instagram.
Correct. Nakalimutan ko na eh. Basta, na-invalidate ko yung mga problema ng rich kids. Ay, namin ko naman. Ngayon ko, mga 2 years ago ko na-realize. Pero, basta there's this thing na nasabi ko. And then, kauwi ko, parang marami nag-disagree, ganyan.
Yeah.
Yun yung unang moment na na-feel kong, ay, grabe.
Do you feel like that traumatized you to an extent creatively? That you can't express?
Super, yeah, man.
Kasi, I know your heart, bro. Eh. You're not actively trying to invalidate anyone. You're not actively trying to hurt anyone. You're funny, and you're inspirational at the same time. But now, do you feel limited? Do you feel caged? Do you feel like there's always a pressure, you have to be conscious about what you say online?
After that, doon ako medyo naging anxious. So, super na nga eh, paralyzing. To the point na 2019, naging mainit na rin yung political atmosphere. And they're expecting vloggers to have a say on politics, which is a science in itself. So ako naman, na parang feeling ko na kailangan, syempre, di ba, I should study, I should do my part. Pero parang pressure na instead of naglalaro kayo na good way. Di ba? Kasi mas doon ako napag-operate kapag gagawang videos. It's more, hindi siya pressure.
It feels like play.
So, yeah.
Naglalaro, sabi mo.
Yes. Sorry, kala ko magjo-joke.
Bro.
I apologize. Yes.
When was the breaking point for you?
Hindi siya one big day. For me, 4 years. 4 years, pare.
4 years of breaking.
Yes.
Sakit nun.
Yes. Pero gradual. And ultimately sa akin, maraming areas, kala ko people-pleasing lang eh. So, sabi ko, bakit ako people-pleaser? The more that I acknowledge it, kala ko, okay na. Ayoko mag-people please, blah, blah, blah. But it came from, yun nga, doon ko nakita doon sa 4 years na yun. It was something deeper. Issues ko sa family ko, issues ko sa tatay ko, childhood, upbringing. I'm not blaming anyone. Mas natitrace ko lang na there was no time for me to process my childhood. It was just boom, boom, boom. Gusto ko lang mag-create ng art. Kaya, nung kausap mo ako, sinasabi mo sa akin lang na, bakit parang yung content ko, parang may pagka-broken eme. Hindi ko naman sadya. Kasi I was really going through that na, yun nga, doon ko lang siya na dadaan kahit papano. Yung mga issues ko. Like for example, people-pleasing. Isang mahirap sa akin na alisin, yun, kasi I grew up in a Christian school. Christian school. Tapos, for sure makarelate ka, nanay ko worship leader, tatay ko tech boot, ako nandun lang. So parang you grew up na, kumbaga, kailangan mong, tapos Christian school pa, mataas grades mo, at the same time Christian ka. So yung parang ganun ako na...
Did you feel like you couldn't just exist as a broken human being and celebrate who you are?
Oh, walang ganun. Well, I'm not blaming them. Pero sa akin, mahirap lang yun na parang pag may na... Ano yung di mo na-please? Ano yung opposite nun?
Dissatisfy?
Ayan, parang sakit sa akin.
Disappoint?
Oo, parang gugu yung mundo ko. Nawala naman nung nagsa-start ako.
How did you realize that? Na parang, ay, people pleaser pala ako.
Parang gusto kong maintain yung audience na na-build nung initial stages. Na hindi ko naman planong i-build. It just came with the territory. Ngayon, parang I want them to stay. Sorry na. May ganun.
How did you processing that you're a people pleaser and then getting over that, overcoming it by however much you feel like you have? How does that affect the way that you create now? Does it affect how conscious you are of your feed, ganon? Or you can just post Ting Tang anytime you want?
Yeah. It took 4 years na... It took 4 years for me to like... realize and also apply. Kasi parang first year pa lang ng struggle ko, alam ko na eh. Pero again, even the answer is parang shortcut ko. I already know, people pleaser ako. Dapat di ka people pleaser. But there are things nga na kailangan ko ma-process which took 4 years. Which is, yun nga, deep pala na family problems. Parang gusto ko lang mag-create content, ganyan. But, you know, God had other plans, you know. And at the same time, I think in the middle, parang yun nga, di naman ako nag-start na gusto mag-clout chase eh. Parang wala naman talaga akong pake kung ma-offend ka. Wala talaga. Wala. Sasabihin ko pa, kung na-offend ka, please subscribe. I really mean that. I don't care. Tapos, nung nagkaroon ng konting, really, nung nagkaroon ng konting recognition, may konti ng pag-iingat.
Yeah.
Pero yung parang thin line na pag-iingat dun sa nagtitipto ka na, ayaw kitang ma-offend. To the point na, na-compromise na yung message ko. So parang yun, nagka-clout chase ako sa gitna.
So it's different from being loving, compassionate, caring, empathetic. It's, nag-iingat ka na, you're walking on eggshells na.
Oo, sobra. Yeah.
Does that apply also to your rapping? Or is that a different form of expression for you?
Different form siya. Kasi yung 2018, 2019, and early 2020 pandemic, puro videos lang naman eh. Tapos wala man nga akong specific na by this month, ganyan-ganyan. It was just videos. Tapos minsan nga yung devotions ko lang. Share ko, ganyan. Yung rapping, parang I grew up listening to rap, tsaka yun. That's it. Yeah. CharGB.
CharGB?
Yeah. Di mo lang? Anyway.
CharGB?
Cut joke. So yun. Yung dumating lang yung pag-rap ng ano. Kay
How
Jerel.
did it start?
Oh, okay. So, weirdly, again, sabi ko nga, matagal ko nang sinurrender yung hinahabol ko yung mga bagay.
Okay.
I'm more of like, hindi naman passively go with the flow. I'm just like, Lord, wherever you lead me, I'm okay. So, pandemic came, nagkaroon ng Not Alone CCF online show. Si Ate Venus Raj, parang, nag-invite siya na-invite ako about mental health. Kasama ko si Jerel.
Yeah.
So, shinare ko yung struggle ko with anxiety, content creation. Si Jerel naman, depression sa, ano yung quarantine? Quarantine. Yun. So, parang nag-struggle ng depression si Jerel. Si Jerel pala, sa past life niya, ano siya, underground rapper, MC. Yung mga flip-top, ganyan, lumalaban siya sa, So, sinabi sa akin ni Ate Venus, Jik, si Jerel, nag-rap pa lang ganyan. Nice. Sabi ko. Pero ako, parang hindi siya parang, okay, something to pursue. Nag-chat siya, brother, ganyan. Naging friends kami, sa Yesi's muna. Pare, pwede ka bang tumulong gumawa ng videos about Yesi's? Okay, sabi ko. And then, doon niya pinasok yung, bro, gawa naman tayong rap about kay Lord. Ako, okay lang ako doon kasi I grew up listening to Lecrae.
Yeah.
And mas doon ko parang nakilala si Lord sa journey ko. Nung fourth year high school.
So rap is an expression for you of something different than content creation. Is the motivation different?
No.
No, what's the motivation?
Just the form. Different form, pero same message. Just the forms.
So, sige, filter out yung brokenness natin. Brokenness mo.
Yeah.
What is the message?
Don't move the mic too much, bro. Don't move the mic.
I won't move. I'll stop moving the mic. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Yes.
That's a great comment.
Input. I know. TED Talks level, di ba? Ito pa. Watch this. Ano kasing tanong mo? Ano yung message? Sa akin kasi parang yung message ko ever since was purpose. That was my they call this parang yun yung butas sa buhay ko. Not much about the
You felt like wala kang purpose.
Yeah, growing up, man. Lalo na syempre probinsyano ako, Pampanga. Pag probinsyano ka, nagpunta ka Maynila, nagpunta ka pa sa kolehiyo, big deal na yun. Kahit bagsak ka, for example, sa awa ng Diyos, nakapasa akong Lasal. Recon lang ako eh. Pag uwi mong Pampanga, di naman nila tatanong kung Dean's List ka eh. just the fact na nandun ka, may balor ka na.
Mm.
You know that? Hindi.
Balor.
Manila boy ka.
Another balor? What's a balor?
It's like a Greek term for,
Greek term?
Yes. Baylor. No, parang ganun.
Yeah.
Ganun yung parang sa amin na pag probinsyano ka. Usually kasi pag nakapag Maynila ka lang kapag may pera ka. Diba? Ako, sa awa ng Diyos, napag Maynila ako ng tita ko. Pero yun nga, eduk-psych ako. Long story short, growing up, I didn't fit in. Especially dun nung nag-college na ako. Wala akong, nakikita mo yung mga tropa mo, parang grabe, parang alam nila yung gagawin nila. Ako, it's either, do I follow what I like? Do I follow what my parents like? And if you're gonna, what do I like? I don't have anything. No? So, parang, tas yun nga, at that time kasi, kaya masyadong mabigat sa akin yung purpose kasi, okay, may Christian school kami, pero my family was falling apart. Si daddy ko struggling with drugs. And isipin mo may Christian school kami, sa likod namin drug din. May foil, may, ano ba?
No, go lang.
Yun yung struggle ko. Ano tong Christianity na to na sobrang lumaki ako ganito, tapos nasisira yung pamilya ko. Pupunta ka pa ng college, you're a misfit. I don't have any church community. Wala rin akong community sa school. So yung purpose sa akin, yung wala naman ng purpose eh.
Yeah.
Ano yun?
So,
Sorry. So, that's why when I had purpose, no matter what form it is, vlogging, rapping, kahit magsalita lang, yun yung mensahe ko.
where do you find purpose
Driven life.
in your creative expression? Where do you find the purpose? Or is that the purpose in itself?
I'm confused.
No!
Isa pa. Give me a chance. Come on, bro.
Cut.
Give me a chance, man. Dami purpose dun to, Rick Warren. Isa pa. Give me a chance, bro. Come on.
Bro, I love you, bro.
I love you too. Okay na tayo, Kuya Maki.
Where are you expressing your message of purpose in the creative forms, in the creative mediums? Or is your purpose to express?
Both.
So ano yung purpose mo? Basically, like, how did you find purpose now?
For me kasi, that's good. For me, calling kasi yung, siguro di-differentiate ko, sa akin lang naman to. Purpose and calling. Yung calling ko is specifically ano yung ginagawa ko. Like, acting, vlogging, spoken word, whatever, teacher. For me, calling yun. Yung purpose ko is just the same.
What?
Is to love you. No, nahanap ko kasi yung purpose ko kay Lord eh. Yun nga. Parang growing up as a Christian, punta akong States, doon ako nag-soul eme. Sabi ko, doon ko inamin na hindi kilala si Lord.
How old are you?
12. No, 2017, sorry.
So 5 years ago.
Yeah, 5 years ago
Or
only.
6 years ago. And you thought you were Christian your whole life.
Yes.
And then you had a realization.
Na-
Shucks, parang hindi ko pala kilala si Lord.
Parang ano lang siya.
Then,
Doctrine, or
Back to the
academic.
question. What purpose does God, or what purpose do you have now? Like, what did you find?
In Him, purpose is found. Purpose meaning identity. Sa Kanya ko lang makikita yon. Kasi all my life, akong gumagawa nun eh. Ako naghahanap nun. Akong gumagawa ng sarili kong pangalan. Kahit anumang form. Hindi ko alam na sa Kanya lahat mahanap yon. So that was a big deal for me.
Wow.
Na kahit sa maulagay, mag-talk ako sa classroom. It was so overwhelming for me na parang yung feeling na ang tagal mong nasa disyerto, nakainom ka ng tubig. Tol.
Right.
Man, parang you
Right.
cracked the code.
Have you ever faced...
Parang magbabasok. Pinakinggan mo ako.
Dude, have you ever faced...
Parang hindi mo ako pinakinggan. Okay, next question. Hindi, okay lang. I know you love me. Next question. Sorry.
Have you ever faced impostor syndrome?
Impostor syndrome. Yes, bro.
So,
Ang talino naman ng question, bro.
well, I'm going off of like, you know who you are, you know your identity, you know your purpose. But even then, do you feel sometimes that you're an imposter to even execute that purpose?
Yeah, most of the time.
Most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time. Parang lagi siyang wrestling.
Mm.
Kasi parang minsan nawawala ako dun sa uh, syempre pag content creator ka, of course you're gonna go in your bag, ito yung skills ko, pero at the same time there's that Lord sa iyo rin naman manggagaling yung so sometimes it's like every time I struggle with that imposter syndrome, parang di naman ako yun, may ganong struggle.
And all of your art, bro, you're obviously wearing your heart on your sleeve. And we all see the story of how you're moved by whenever God offers you second chances. Does that always play into your message? Are you ever gonna get tired of telling that story?
No, kasi that's my lifeline, bro. It's my lifeline. That's where para siyang ang limbo na nandun ako lagi. That's where as in my season na, dun ako effective. Dun lang din lumalabas yung, just the real me, siguro yun. Just the real me. Di ko na inisip, in my case, di ko na inisip kung paano siya ka-aesthetic lalabas. I just wanna, hey, this is the real me. Take it, leave it. This is the real me.
I'm curious kasi yung sinabi mo just now is you feel like you're more effective in knowing that you're always being given second chances. So have you moved past the need to feel like you're perfect all the time or perfectionism?
Yes. Yes. Nung siguro 2021 lang nawala yung paano ko ba masabi? Parang low-key may mini-maintain ka ng image kahit it comes with the territory, di ba? Lalo na pag gumagawa ka content and then you share your fate. And then there's this subtle feeling na dapat ganito ka. When in fact, napunta ka lang doon when you're being real. When you're showing people. Not showing parang just, I don't have it all together. Minsan, yung effect nun is, di ba, minsan mas maraming nakaka-connect.
Yeah. Authentic.
Authentic, oo. So, minsan, dun ako binabalik na just do your part. Na, it's not me. The results is, di naman sa akin yun. Just my part. Or maybe, I'll put it this way, kung anong ginagawa sa akin ni Lord. Siyempre, may level na yung sineshare ko, may mga private stuff. But, doon nawala yung parang kailan perfect ako.
Is that freeing?
Super pare. Kaya ako nagawa yung ting ting tang ting eme.
Really?
Oo, parang, here's the thing, noong 2019 kasi, syempre, ang dami ring mga Christian comments na, dapat ganito ka. And that goes into your head na, no?
So 2019 Jericho Arceo would not have done this?
Yes. Oo, bro. Sobra. Parang natatakot akong ma-offend. Basta parang super rules, ganun. Tapos ngayon, parang, nandun ka doon sa balance na, kung sino ka, kung paano ka ginawa ni Lord, be that person. And I think it's very destructive na paglalayo ka doon When you're trying to be someone, you're not. Sabi nga nila, God cannot bless who you pretend to be. Doon ako rin i-remind ni Lord.
Wow.
Sino ka ba dati? O sino ka? Yun yung minahal ko So, I go there. Sira ulo talaga ako
I have to bring the story to Dross. So, Dross is syempre, the name of
Yes. Yes, correct.
I have to bring the story to Dross. And Dross is the impurities that come out of metal when they're refined by the fire. I was looking at your IG story highlights. I saw a Bible verse na pinost mo. Behold, I have refined you, but not as silver. I have tested you in the furnace of affliction.
OMG, bro.
Isaiah 48:10. Why did this move you so much?
OMG, man. Yan ba yung sa Baguio? Ay, sorry, yung...
Mm.
Bro, for me, basta weird kasi, nasa Baguio kami. Nakita ko yung book ni John Bevere, Bait of Satan. And yun nga, sa 4 years na to, one of my biggest struggle was, that's why I cannot also operate, was unforgiveness. I was afraid of getting canceled. I was afraid of offending people. Na kaya gusto kong maging perfect. Gusto kong hindi ako magkamali. Gusto ko politically correct. Pero nawala na yung tao ka eh. Magkakamali ka. And eventually, you're gonna offend people intentionally. So, yung sa akin, yung verse na yan, God was really making me go through the fire. And nakita ko yung traumas ko nung childhood. Bakit ako people pleaser? Bakit di ako makapag-forgive? Bakit hindi ako... I just know what to say. Love, forgiveness, God loves you. To bring it all in a nutshell, yung fire sa akin was, I could not forgive myself for my mistakes.
Wow.
That's why I could not forgive others. Di ko mapatawad, bro. Yung sarili ko na hindi ka magkamali.
Wow.
So that is parang self-defeating na nagkakamali tayong lahat, man. Ito yung message ko, God found me as I am. He's changing me every day. Pero you don't change by yourself. This is what the world teaches you. You change by yourself. You don't do that. I cannot do that. So, for me, the fire was just accepting my past and accepting my past na talagang dun ako pinulot ng Lord. So, I am able now to share that love and forgiveness to others. And yung fire, kinailangan sa akin. Kinailangan nyo sa family ko. Patawarin ko yung daddy ko, patawarin ko yung sarili ko. Lahat ng hurts ko.
It set you free as well, no?
Yeah. But it was a gruesome process. Messy stuff, bro. Na hindi ko pwedeng i-Instagram. Pero yun nga, kaya na-post ko lang sa IG stories. I was dealing with something. Pumunta kaming Baguio. Nag-check-in kami sa isang hotel. Sa dami-daming pwedeng books na nalagay,
Yeah.
Bait of Satan.
Right.
Parang kinuha ko, pwede ko pong hiramin, sabi ko. Long story short, sinabi nga, si Lord, tinetest ka niya, like silver and gold. Na, pag masakit pa, it means you're still dying. Lumalabas pa yung Dross. And God won't stop. Sabi nga ni C.S. Lewis, God would not rest or make you rest until you are perfect. That's why the process of that, the middle process, that's what I'm sharing.
And the dross even becomes a sign that points to the grace that carried you. And the fire that refined. Siguro, last question, what would you tell someone who is struggling, maybe even feeling defeated and trapped under the pressure of a graceless obligation to be perfect?
It's impossible. It's impossible to be perfect again. For me, God really is the one who's in charge of that. You know, when you let Him in your life, of course, there's gonna be some painful stuff that He's gonna fix. But that's His work. He brings you to that. So I would suggest that's not your job. Let God in, and you walk with Him. You don't walk by yourself. Diba? You don't climb up the ranks. Kasi nga, ba't kailangan mo pa si Lord? Manood ka na ng mga self-help books tsaka TED Talks. That's not enough. That's good, but that's not enough. That won't make it. It is God who doesn't just saves us. He changes us in the process. He changes what you want if you let Him in. Kaya part yun. Kaya yung Dross, I love the concept. He brings you to that. Nangat ka niya. Yun, yung painful process ko this 4 years, it's been painful. Minsan nakaka-tempt na, tama na, wag ka na makilam. But, this is what I'm in for, what you're in for, so yan. Dross.
Thank you.
Tama ba yung script ko? Tama ba yung practice natin?
Tama.